This grassland is calling out for the buffalo.
A place buffalo can roam once again.
Just like humans, animals play a significant role in shaping the world around them, often benefiting other species in the process. This natural balance has existed since the Stone Age, if not earlier. Take the European bison, for example. These impressive creatures aren't just fascinating to look at, they also help keep ecosystems healthy. By grazing on excessive plant life, bison help reduce the risk of wildfires, a growing concern in Spain due to climate change and droughts. Today, we'll explore if Spain's bold plan to reintroduce bison can really make a difference.
This is a very smart animal. Very, very smart animal.
Bison versus buffalo. What's the difference? Bison and buffalo are often confused, but they are different animals. The confusion arose when European settlers first encountered bison in North America and, seeing similarities to known buffalo species, mistakenly called them buffalo. Though both belong to the same family, bison and buffalo differ physically. Bison, such as the American bison, have a large head, massive shoulder hump, and powerful muscles in their humps. These features help them plow through snow in winter by swinging their heads. Buffalo, like the African Cape buffalo and the Asian water buffalo, lack the hump and have smaller skulls. African buffalo have impressive horns that curve downward and back up, while Asian buffalo boast large crescent-shaped horns that can span over 6 feet. Despite their shared name, bison and buffalo are distinct animals, with unique characteristics that set them apart. The mix-up between the two is one of nature's enduring mysteries. Snippets of what's coming. Snippets of what's coming. The European bison, or Bison bonasus, is the biggest terrestrial mammal in Europe today. Adult males can reach heights of about 6 feet at the shoulder and weigh more than 1,760 pounds. This majestic animal, which was once on the verge of extinction, has seen a spectacular rebound because of diligent conservation efforts over the last 70 years. The remarkable story of the European bison's recovery includes creative reintroduction programs aimed at establishing new populations in areas such as Spain, which might have far-reaching ramifications for biodiversity and ecosystem health. This essay investigates the physical traits, historical context, ecological relevance, and conservation issues faced by this remarkable species, eventually demonstrating the tremendous interdependence of life within our ecosystems. Let's jump into today's trending topic. A stunning photo of a massive bull from Spain has gone viral on social media. The powerful animal is captured in a dramatic pose, with exaggerated muscles and its body in motion, as if charging forward. Its long, striking horns only add to its majestic appearance. But the real question is this a genuine image or an expertly crafted illusion? The truth is still unclear. If you have any thoughts, share them in the comments. Physical characteristics and habits. European bison, often referred to as wisent, exhibit unique physical characteristics that distinguish them from their American relatives. They possess a robust physique, a prominent hump at their shoulders, and a thick, shaggy coat, which provides insulation against the harsh winter climates of Europe. This dense fur not only protects them from the cold, but also contributes to their imposing presence in the wild. Historically, these magnificent creatures roamed vast territories across Europe, including diverse ecosystems such as forests, grasslands, and wetlands, showcasing their adaptability to various environments. Ecologically, European bison are keystone species, helping to keep their ecosystems healthy. Their grazing and trampling actions help to preserve biodiversity by preventing particular flora from overgrowing and providing open meadows and pastures. These meadows are vital for a variety of plant and animal species, including insects, birds, and small animals. The bison's travels through deep underbrush assist in establishing paths that allow other creatures to find food and shelter, especially during the winter when resources are scarce. The near extinction of the European bison serves as a poignant reminder of the impact of human activity on wildlife. In the early 20th century, rampant hunting and habitat destruction led to a dramatic decline in their populations. By 1919, the last wild bison were killed in Poland, leaving only 54 individuals in captivity. These remaining bison became the foundation for a successful breeding program, ultimately enabling conservationists to reintroduce the species to their natural habitats. Today, the global population of European bison has exceeded 10,000 individuals thanks to concerted conservation efforts and innovative rewilding projects across Europe. European bison are not just remarkable for their size and appearance, but are also integral to the ecosystems they inhabit. Their grazing habits support biodiversity, and their historical near extinction underscores the need for ongoing conservation efforts. By understanding and protecting this species, we can enhance ecological health and preserve the natural heritage of Europe for future generations. The establishment of breeding programs in zoos and wildlife reserves allowed conservationists to ensure the survival of the species. The European bison was declared extinct in the wild, leading to increased efforts to revive its population. This initiative marks an essential chapter in the conservation story of the European bison, where dedication and strategic planning became paramount. Reintroduction efforts. Since the 1950s, dedicated conservationists have spearheaded efforts to reintroduce European bison, Bison bonasus, into their native habitats across Europe. This remarkable initiative has led to a significant population rebound, with the global count exceeding 10,000 individuals. These successes are largely attributable to the establishment of various breeding centers and innovative rewilding projects aimed at restoring the species to its former range. Despite these advances, the unique climatic and ecological conditions in Spain present distinct challenges for the reintroduction of bison, necessitating careful planning and execution. In Andalusia, a 2,500-acre sanctuary has been established, designed to support the reintroduced bison population. This sanctuary is not only rich in biodiversity, but also hosts other rare species, creating a more comprehensive conservation effort. The decision to import bison from Poland marks a significant milestone in expanding the species range and enhancing genetic diversity. Genetic diversity is crucial for the long-term health and resilience of the bison population, helping to mitigate the effects of inbreeding and increasing adaptability to changing environmental conditions. The reintroduction process involves meticulous planning, including selecting suitable individuals, transporting them safely, and ensuring they acclimate well to their new environment. In Spain, 18 bison were transported over 1,870 miles to their new sanctuary, where GPS collars were fitted to monitor their movements and behavior. Monthly monitoring, including collecting fecal samples, helps researchers understand the bison's dietary habits and interactions with the local ecosystem, allowing for ongoing adjustments to management strategies. The existence of European bison in Spain not only helps to conserve this endangered species, but it also improves the health of the surrounding ecology. Their introduction can result in the formation of open meadows and pastures, which are necessary for a variety of plant and animal species, promoting a balanced and thriving ecology. The reintroduction of European bison in Spain represents a significant conservation achievement. By enhancing genetic diversity and promoting ecosystem health, this initiative underscores the importance of dedicated efforts to restore endangered species and their habitats. As these majestic animals adapt to their new home, their presence is expected to yield ecological benefits, contributing to the resilience of the broader environment in which they thrive. The introduction process. Introducing European bison, Bison bonasus, into a new environment demands careful planning and continuous monitoring to ensure their successful adaptation and integration into the ecosystem. In a recent project, 18 bison were transported over 1,870 miles from Poland to a sanctuary in southern Spain, marking a significant step in their reintroduction efforts. Upon their arrival, select mature female bison were fitted with GPS collars to track their movements in the new habitat. This technology allows researchers to monitor their range, social dynamics, and any interactions with the local wildlife. Additionally, camera traps were installed throughout the sanctuary to capture real-time footage of the bison's behavior and how they interact with other species in the area. To further understand their dietary habits and assess their environmental impact, researchers collect monthly fecal samples from both the bison and cohabiting species like red deer. Analyzing these samples provides valuable insights into the bison's feeding patterns, nutritional intake, and how their grazing habits influence the surrounding ecosystem. This comprehensive monitoring process is crucial, especially given the unique climatic challenges and ecological conditions of the region. Initial observations have shown that the bison are adapting well to their new environment. They are forming social groups and have displayed positive behaviors typical of their species, such as grazing and roaming in established patterns. Notably, one of the females has given birth to a calf, marking the first member of a new generation in the sanctuary. This successful birth is a promising indicator of the bison's acclimatization and the overall health of the population. Overall, these efforts not only aim to boost the European bison population, but also enhance local biodiversity and ecosystem health. By ensuring careful monitoring and creating a supportive environment, conservationists hope to establish a sustainable population of European bison in Spain, contributing to the species' recovery and long-term survival. Conservation challenges. Despite the notable increase in the population of European bison in breeding centers in Spain, which has grown from 22 to 150 individuals over the last decade, significant funding and regulatory challenges persist in conservation efforts. Currently, only 2 European nations, Poland and Germany, actively support bison conservation programs, leaving Spain without government backing for these initiatives. The lack of financial support is rooted in the belief among authorities that funding is unnecessary, given that European bison, Bison bonacis, were declared extinct in the wild in Spain in the 20th century. As a result, many conservation centers are heavily reliant on donations and volunteer efforts to sustain their operations, which can be both precarious and insufficient for long-term sustainability. The conservation of the European bison is not just about increasing their numbers in controlled environments. It also involves the potential reintroduction of these majestic animals into their natural habitats. However, legal restrictions currently hinder such efforts. Advocates argue that classifying bison as a protected wild species at the national level would be a crucial step forward. This classification could facilitate their eventual release into the wild, allowing for their natural behaviors to resume and enhancing ecological dynamics in the areas they inhabit. The reintroduction of bison could significantly impact the ecosystem by promoting biodiversity through grazing patterns that help shape plant communities and provide habitats for other wildlife. In Spain, the absence of a clear governmental policy for bison conservation has led to fragmentation in the efforts of various organizations involved in breeding and conservation. Many stakeholders, including environmental NGOs and researchers, are calling for a unified approach that includes the central government's active participation in funding and policymaking. This collaboration could lead to a more coordinated effort that not only boosts the bison population, but also addresses other aspects of biodiversity conservation in Spain. Moreover, raising public awareness about the plight of the bison and the importance of biodiversity is crucial. Increasing engagement with local communities and fostering a sense of stewardship could help generate more support for conservation initiatives. In conclusion, while the increase in the bison population in Spain is a positive development, overcoming funding and legal challenges remains essential for ensuring the long-term survival and ecological integration of this species in its natural habitat. By mobilizing support at all levels, Spain could potentially re-establish a wild population of European bison, enhancing both biodiversity and ecological health. Ecological benefits of bison. The reintroduction of European bison into their native habitats offers a multitude of ecological benefits, vital for ecosystem health and biodiversity. Bison consume approximately 66 pounds of vegetation daily, and their feeding activities significantly influence the composition and structure of their environment. By grazing on grass and herbaceous plants, bison prevent certain species from dominating the landscape, allowing a diverse range of plants to flourish. This diversity is crucial for supporting various insect and bird species that rely on specific plants for food and nesting sites. Additionally, as bison move through dense underbrush, they create trails that enhance accessibility for other wildlife. These paths are particularly beneficial in winter, when heavy snowfall can obscure food sources. Smaller animals can use these trails to navigate the landscape more easily, finding food and shelter when conditions are harsh. Furthermore, the bison's natural behaviors, such as wallowing in mud and dust, play a pivotal role in promoting ecological health. These wallows create bare patches in the soil that encourage seed germination and support a diverse array of plant life. The disturbance caused by wallowing can also help cycle nutrients back into the soil, enhancing its fertility. Reintroducing bison into areas where they once roamed can also have positive effects on soil health and water retention. Their grazing patterns help aerate the soil and create microhabitats that benefit various species. The increased plant diversity resulting from their presence can improve overall ecosystem resilience, making it better equipped to withstand climate change and other environmental stresses. Furthermore, the presence of bison can attract ecotourism, providing economic benefits to local communities. As public interest in wildlife conservation grows, communities can capitalize on this interest by developing sustainable tourism initiatives centered around bison. This not only aids in funding conservation efforts, but also raises awareness about the importance of preserving natural habitats. The reintroduction of European bison is not just a matter of species revival. It represents a broader strategy for ecosystem restoration and biodiversity enhancement. Their role as keystone species can help restore ecological balance, create habitats for diverse wildlife, and promote healthier ecosystems. By recognizing the significance of bison in their native landscapes, conservationists can work towards ensuring their survival while reaping the ecological and economic benefits they bring to the regions they inhabit. The role of dung in the ecosystem. The dung of bison, Bison bonasus, plays a vital role in maintaining ecological health, significantly enhancing their ecological significance. Following the introduction of bison in Spain, researchers observed a notable increase in the population of dung beetles that utilize bison droppings. Unlike the waste of domestic livestock, bison dung is relatively free from harmful contaminants, making it a valuable resource that enriches the soil with essential nutrients and promotes healthy insect populations. Dung beetles are key players in nutrient cycling, a process vital for sustaining ecosystem health. They break down organic matter and recycle nutrients back into the soil, facilitating a more fertile environment for plant growth. The presence of dung beetles is crucial not only for soil enrichment, but also for the overall functioning of the ecosystem. Their activities help aerate the soil, improve water infiltration, and enhance its structure, which supports various plant species and other organisms. Moreover, bison dung serves as an attractive breeding ground for various fly species that lay their eggs within the droppings. This relationship creates an additional food source for birds and other wildlife, thereby enriching the local food web. As flies hatch and develop, they provide sustenance for a range of insectivorous animals, contributing to the biodiversity of the area. This interaction highlights the interconnectedness of species within the ecosystem, showcasing how bison dung supports not just soil health but also the survival of various wildlife. In addition to benefiting insects and birds, bison dung acts as a natural fertilizer. It enriches the soil with vital nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium, all of which are essential for plant growth. These elements help enhance the productivity of the land, enabling a more diverse array of plants to thrive. A richer plant community can support a broader range of herbivores and, subsequently, their predators, further promoting biodiversity in the ecosystem. The ecological significance of bison dung extends to its potential impact on land management and agricultural practices. By promoting the natural cycling of nutrients, the presence of bison can reduce the need for chemical fertilizers in agricultural systems, fostering more sustainable farming practices. This approach can benefit both local farmers and conservation efforts, as healthier ecosystems can support more resilient agricultural landscapes. The dung of bison is a critical ecological resource that contributes significantly to ecosystem health. Its role in nutrient cycling, support for diverse insect populations, and natural fertilization processes underscores the importance of bison in maintaining and enhancing biodiversity. By recognizing and promoting the ecological contributions of bison and their dung, conservationists can work towards creating healthier ecosystems that benefit both wildlife and human communities alike. Bison fur and its impact on biodiversity. The seasonal shedding of bison fur in the spring has important ecological effects, increasing their role in promoting biodiversity within habitats. As bison shed their winter coats, their fur provides an important resource for nesting birds. Birds prefer bison fur to other materials because of its softness and insulating characteristics, making it an excellent choice for creating warm, protected nests. This relationship shows how species interact within ecosystems, demonstrating how one species can directly benefit another. The use of bison fur by nesting birds is particularly beneficial in creating suitable habitats for various bird species, which in turn contributes to overall avian diversity. Birds such as songbirds and small raptors may find optimal nesting sites in areas where bison roam, as the presence of bison increases the availability of nesting materials. As birds utilize the fur, they inadvertently aid in the dispersion of seeds through their nesting activities, promoting plant diversity in the region. In addition to providing nesting materials, bison form mutualistic connections with a variety of bird species, including magpies and jackdaws. These birds help bison stay healthy by removing parasites from their bodies. This relationship not only benefits the bison by lowering their parasite load, which improves their overall health, but it also offers food for the birds. This reciprocal interaction exemplifies nature's deep interdependence, in which the survival and well-being of one species might depend on the health of another. Moreover, these mutualistic interactions extend the ecological benefits of bison beyond their immediate environment. By promoting the health of bison through parasite removal, these birds contribute to the animal's ability to thrive, which is vital for the ecological roles bison play as keystone species. The ecological implications of bison fur shedding and their interactions with birds are part of a broader web of life that underscores the importance of preserving bison populations. Protecting these animals and their habitats not only benefits bison, but also supports the diverse array of species that depend on them for survival. Conservation efforts that focus on maintaining healthy bison populations can have cascading positive effects on the entire ecosystem. The seasonal shedding of bison fur and their mutualistic relationships with birds highlight the complex interconnections within ecosystems. Bison not only provide essential nesting materials for birds, but also benefit from their interactions, promoting overall ecosystem health and biodiversity. Recognizing and nurturing these relationships is crucial for successful conservation efforts that aim to sustain both bison and the myriad of species that depend on them. By fostering these connections, we can enhance ecological resilience and promote a healthier, more balanced environment. Addressing environmental challenges. Bison may offer innovative solutions to several pressing environmental challenges facing Spain, such as forest fires, drought, and land degradation. As climate change exacerbates these issues, the natural behaviors of bison, including grazing and soil disturbance, can play a crucial role in mitigating their impacts. Experts advocate for the integration of bison into land management strategies as a sustainable, ecologically harmonious approach to enhancing resilience in ecosystems. One significant benefit of bison grazing is their ability to effectively manage vegetation. By consuming large quantities of grass and other plant materials, bison help maintain a balance in plant communities, preventing the overgrowth of flammable vegetation that can contribute to wildfires. Their grazing patterns promote the growth of more fire-resistant plant species, thereby reducing the likelihood of wildfires in certain areas. With Spain experiencing an increasing frequency and intensity of forest fires, incorporating bison into land management strategies could be a proactive measure to safeguard both natural and human communities. Furthermore, bison contribute to soil health through their natural behaviors. As they graze, they disturb the soil, which can enhance its structure and fertility. This soil disturbance promotes the growth of a diverse range of plant species, leading to more robust ecosystems. Healthier soils are better at retaining moisture, which can mitigate the effects of drought, an increasingly common challenge in many regions of Spain. By fostering a rich plant community, bison can improve water infiltration and retention in the landscape, making ecosystems more resilient to extreme weather conditions. In addition to their ecological benefits, integrating bison into land management strategies can bolster biodiversity. The presence of bison can create a dynamic environment that supports a variety of species, including plants, insects, and other wildlife. The grazing habits of bison promote a mosaic of habitats, which can be particularly beneficial for many native species that require specific conditions for survival. Moreover, the cultural significance of bison and their role in rewilding efforts can engage local communities in conservation initiatives. By raising awareness about the ecological benefits of bison, conservationists can foster a sense of stewardship and encourage sustainable practices that benefit both the environment and local economies. Bison have the potential to address several environmental challenges in Spain by enhancing land management practices. Their natural behaviors contribute to vegetation management, soil health, and biodiversity, which are essential for resilience in the face of climate change. As Spain grapples with increasing environmental pressures, incorporating bison into land management strategies could provide innovative, sustainable solutions that benefit ecosystems and local communities alike. By recognizing the ecological roles of bison, Spain can move towards more effective and harmonious land management practices that promote ecological health and sustainability. Historical context of bison extinction. To fully appreciate the significance of current conservation efforts, understanding the historical context surrounding the extinction of the European bison is crucial. Once widespread across Europe, bison populations began to dwindle during the late ancient and medieval periods, disappearing from many regions. The last recorded populations in Greece and Bulgaria were noted between the 3rd and 9th centuries AD, highlighting a long-standing decline. The decline of bison was primarily driven by human activities. Deforestation for agriculture and urban development led to habitat loss, significantly impacting bison populations that relied on expansive forests and grasslands. As human settlements expanded, the natural habitats of bison were fragmented, making it difficult for them to find adequate food and shelter. Overhunting further exacerbated their decline, as bison became targets for sport and subsistence hunting. During World War I, bison populations faced an unprecedented threat when the German military hunted them for sport, leading to a catastrophic decline. This brutal practice left only a handful of individuals alive in the wild, effectively pushing the species to the brink of extinction. In the subsequent years, the competition with domestic livestock intensified. As livestock populations surged, bison faced increased competition for resources such as food and grazing areas, further diminishing their numbers and range. By the mid-20th century, European bison were declared extinct in the wild, with the last surviving individuals found only in captivity. The loss of this iconic species not only represented a significant loss of biodiversity, but also disrupted the ecological balance of the ecosystems they once inhabited. The extinction of bison also marked the disappearance of various species that depended on bison for food, habitat, or other ecological functions. Recognizing this historical context is essential for understanding the urgency of current conservation efforts aimed at reintroducing bison to their native habitats. Modern conservation strategies focus on restoring ecosystems and promoting biodiversity, reflecting lessons learned from the past. Efforts to increase bison populations in breeding centers and protected areas aim to ensure the long-term survival of the species while re-establishing their ecological role as keystone species. The historical decline of the European bison underscores the importance of current conservation efforts. The impacts of human activities, deforestation, overhunting, and competition with livestock led to the near extinction of this species. Today, as conservationists work to revive bison populations, it is imperative to understand this context to inform strategies that prioritize habitat restoration and biodiversity conservation. By addressing the factors that contributed to their decline, we can foster a more resilient ecosystem and safeguard the future of the European bison. The future of European bison. The future of the bison bonasus looks promising, yet significant challenges remain regarding their reintroduction and habitat preservation. As efforts to restore this iconic species gain momentum, ongoing research is critical to understanding the ecological impacts of bison and their potential role in restoring biodiversity. These studies will inform best practices for habitat management, ensuring that the bison's reintroduction is ecologically sound and beneficial for surrounding wildlife. As Spain prepares to welcome a new population of bison, the success of this initiative hinges on several factors, including careful management, continuous monitoring, and collaboration among conservationists, government agencies, and local communities. Effective management strategies must be developed to address the specific needs of bison, such as grazing patterns and habitat requirements, while also considering the needs of other species that share the ecosystem. Continuous monitoring will allow researchers to track the health and behavior of bison, providing valuable insights into their adaptation to the new environment. Collaboration is essential for the long-term success of bison reintroduction. Engaging local communities fosters a sense of stewardship and ownership over the project, encouraging public support and participation. Community involvement can also help address potential conflicts that may arise from reintroducing bison, such as competition with livestock or concerns about land use. By involving stakeholders at all levels, conservationists can develop strategies that balance ecological goals with the needs and interests of local residents. The goal of reintroducing European bison extends beyond simply restoring a once thriving species. It aims to enhance the health of ecosystems that have been adversely affected by human activity. Bison play a crucial role as keystone species, contributing to ecosystem dynamics through their grazing habits and soil disturbances. By managing vegetation and promoting plant diversity, they can help maintain healthy ecosystems that support a wide range of wildlife. Conservationists continue to advocate for the protection of bison and their habitats, emphasizing the importance of creating corridors that facilitate movement and genetic exchange between populations. These efforts can prevent inbreeding and bolster the resilience of bison populations, ensuring their long-term survival. While the prospects for the European bison's future are optimistic, addressing the challenges of reintroduction and habitat preservation is vital. Through ongoing research, effective management, continuous monitoring, and collaborative efforts, conservationists can create conditions that support the revival of bison populations. By restoring bison to their natural habitats, we can enhance ecosystem health and promote biodiversity, paving the way for a brighter future for this magnificent species and the diverse ecosystems they help sustain. The story of the European bison serves as a poignant reminder of nature's resilience and the critical importance of conservation efforts. By understanding the ecological role of these magnificent animals and actively working to restore their populations, we can foster healthier ecosystems that benefit all species. The introduction of bison in Spain represents a significant step forward in the ongoing journey of ecological restoration, showcasing the power of dedicated conservationists in their quest to protect our natural heritage. As we look to the future, it is essential to learn from the past and continue to support efforts that ensure the survival of the European bison and the health of the environments they inhabit. Through collaborative action and increased awareness, we can contribute to the successful re-establishment of bison populations across Europe, enriching our biodiversity and promoting ecological balance. In the end, this is more than just a comeback story. It's a crucial effort to restore balance to ecosystems. By reintroducing these remarkable animals, we can prevent wildfires, enhance biodiversity, and create healthier environments for all species. What are your thoughts on this bold plan? Share your opinions in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.